Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the fresh...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play fake. Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Newton. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Now it's Hines. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 41, Newton. And this is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Newton now to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, they'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Quiddy Pay, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Hines. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Newton. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Robert Woods, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 1st catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11 now.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you...
And he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense. I thought he may go the distance to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
From the 44, Newton. He's able to find Miller. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. But not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. On the move to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They run with Hines.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 3rd and 2, Newton. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Newton on 1st down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 43. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check 53 is Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike, 53.
On 1st down, Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hines. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, it's Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run again with Breida. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll try the left side. It's Hines finding some room at midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
A shotgun snap and again to Edwards-Helaire.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
58.
Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Yellow, Arsenal 180.
Check tight.
I finished 7.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
15.
Mark 55. Mark 55.
Check our time.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
177 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give to Breida. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you. Slam. Under 10, 10.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Here we go. Check.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hill on the return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike 15.
Uses the stiff arm. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chiefs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again.
Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yellow.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15. That's right, baby.
57.
Check. Crunch.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
And this returnable for Hill.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
It's gonna be a long day, offense.
Now back to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes under pressure, they got him again. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
58's Mike. Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on all.